Hey, it's Nathan with options4l.com. In this video, I want to go over how we handle stocks inside of the Options4L options tracking dashboard. Now, some of the features I'm going to show you are part of the paid plan. However, some are also included with the free plan. So if you're on the free plan and you don't see everything that I cover in this video, well, then it's probably part of the paid plan. And if you're interested in the paid plan, you can click the little join button in the top right hand corner and you'll get more information on joining. So anyway, you've uploaded your transactions into the Options4L options tracking dashboard. And to see and manage your stock transactions, you can come to the analysis tab, click the little drop down right here and go to stock holdings. And this gives you a breakdown of all the stock holdings that you imported with your transactions. You have some summary information at the top right here, but then it also breaks down your current holdings. So you can see your various symbols, the number of shares you have, your average cost, your cost basis, and realized profit and loss. And then you have your entire stock trade history as well. So you can see all of your various buys and sells of your stock. Now, if you want to go ahead and hone into a particular symbol, you can click on it right here. And you can see, in this case, all of my IBIT buys and sells right here. And you may also notice that it recognizes when there are transfers into my account. So in this example, I had a couple transfers into my Robinhood account, and the transaction log that we get from Robinhood doesn't include my cost basis for these shares that were transferred in. So you could go ahead and set your cost basis right here. That way you're sure that the average cost is accurate for all the shares in your particular account. So just for example, we got 65.51 right here. I'm going to go ahead and edit my cost basis right here. And we'll go ahead and say that we did it for 1 cent. So we'll save our cost basis, and you can see that our average cost went from 65.51, I think it was, to 63.22. So it automatically incorporates your transferred in cost basis into your average cost. And let's say that you messed it up, like we didn't really transfer it in for 1 cent. We'll go ahead and just say we did it for $60 instead of 1 cent. And we'll save our cost basis there, and we'll go ahead and update the 27 share one as well and save cost basis. So now we are accurately tracking our average cost of our IBIT ticker symbol right there, and you can see that I have same concept with SPY right there, but I think you get the idea. You want to make sure that you're tracking an accurate average cost and cost basis. All right, so you may notice also that like the current price, market value, unrealized profit and loss are blank right now. And that's because I haven't loaded in live prices. Now this is a paid feature, so we can go ahead and get live prices, and it loads in our current live prices. So we can see the current price, the market value, unrealized profit and loss, and then we still have our realized profit and loss right there. So we can get all the information pertaining to our particular stocks. Now, a couple other places that the stock information is used is when tracking covered calls. So if we come to our open positions, and we can look at a covered call position that I have open. So I'm just going to go to this position right here. And we can see our underlying stock position. So there's a little drop down, and it gives us information about the underlying stock. So we have our 120 shares of SPY, our average cost basis, our total cost, and then the covered call break-even analysis. So in this case, I have one contract. The premium per share collected was $42.90. That means my covered break-even price is $565.75, and my portfolio break-even is $572.97. And you can hover over and see what portfolio break-even means. Weighted break-even across all 120.222 shares after premium is applied to covered portion. So basically, it's just a weighted average that this particular trade is lowering my cost basis. So that's one other place that the stock information is used, is in covered calls. And so the system, when you upload your transaction log, it realizes how many shares of a stock you have, and it knows based off of how many shares you have and how many those short call positions, it classifies them as a covered call position automatically. Now, another place that this stock information can be used is if you go to the dashboard, and you can see this option right here to include stocks. So if you want to see your entire portfolio with your options and your stocks, you can go ahead and flip this little slider, and boom, you get your entire portfolio, including your gains and losses or profit and losses on your stocks. And that's pretty much it for these stocks. The main thing I wanted to point out is that we do track them. They're in the stock holdings area under the analysis tab. And if you transferred in stock, be sure to go ahead and set your cost basis so that way everything's tracked as accurately as possible. And that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.